We talk a lot about strength, speed, endurance, and even intelligence. And these are all extremely important things, especially the last one on the list. However, these are things that do not always lead individuals to win. Those that succeed and even thrive on a consistent basis often do so because they possess a single trait. A trait that unlocks their potential and ensures their efforts are not expended in vain. I'm sure you can identify some people in your life who seemingly always win. Whatever they touch turns to gold. This isn't because they are innately talented at a wide range of things or possess some secret that they are withholding from you. It's because they possess this one trait. And this abundantly important trait that I'm referring to and every individual should strive to uphold is adaptability. Adaptability refers to the ability to adjust one's thoughts, perspectives, behaviors, and actions in response to new information, changing conditions, or unexpected challenges. This is a trait that often goes overlooked because we are so accustomed to sticking to what we know. Exposing ourselves to situations where we don't have all the information, skills, or understanding of a new environment is daunting. It's uncomfortable. So oftentimes we would rather recluse back to what we know at the expense of increased growth and opportunity. Adaptability includes the capacity to learn new skills and, just as important, unlearn outdated beliefs and practices that no longer prove effective. The world changes fast, much faster than any time throughout our history, yet we don't learn from our history. We continue making the same mistakes that generations before us have due to our inherent human nature. Change is difficult. Learning a new skill or adopting a new idea, which challenges our long-held understanding, is difficult. But so is getting outpaced by an ever-changing environment and swallowed up by mediocrity. You may have heard me talk about what makes special forces so effective. In short, it's the ability to adapt. In Afghanistan, whenever we entered a village to conduct an operation, we did so with the understanding that what we know will quickly be challenged when we get on the ground. The plan that we spent days or even weeks developing for a particular mission would change as soon as we entered the unknown. Once we got there, we immediately began gathering information, valuable information of what is actually happening in a particular environment and adjusting our original plan to best align with the newfound information. Maintaining an open mind and continuously altering and improving the plan based on valuable information collected is the only way to ensure success in this environment. And the same goes for everyday life. In the grand scheme of things, we are very naive. Think about all of the pockets of information that exist throughout the world, the skill sets, the cultures, unlimited supply of literature and information, yet we become so attached to our naive perceptions of the world that we allow it to limit our potential. We act as if we know it all, when in reality, we barely know ourselves and to what great lengths our minds and bodies can go. So how do we develop adaptability? To do this, we must strip away our ego. We often get told about the dangers of ego, but what are the underlying effects that make it so detrimental? In regards to adaptability, it undermines our ability to thoughtfully intake information. It surrounds our psyche with a filter that restricts the flow of information we need to thrive. It provides a set of blinders and narrows our perspective of the world to seeing through a straw. If you've ever worn nods or night vision, you understand this feeling. Restricted to a narrow field of vision, constantly swiveling your head to look and intake information of the world around you. This is what the ego does to our subconscious. To strip away the ego, we must regularly force ourselves out of our comfort zones. The ego resides where it feels most comfortable and discourages us from leaving the places where it holds the most power. Expose yourself to failure, put yourself in a position where you are not the authority, but provide a genuine interest in learning something new from someone else. Surround yourself with individuals who challenge you, who enable you to grow. If you envision yourself as the most productive or strongest one of the group, you need to find a new group. Ego is the enemy. One of the biggest fallacies of our time is that we are motivated by comfort. We tell ourselves how nice life will be when we get to a place of comfort, then sacrifice that reality when confronted with short-term challenges which can only be overcome at the expense of our ego. If you want to develop adaptability, expose yourself to new environments in which you need to be adaptable. Nothing learned through knowledge transfer becomes a trait without the implementation over a long period of time. Everyone wants to grow. It's likely why you are watching this video, and the discomfort you are currently feeling is the acknowledgement that you are not currently exploiting the potential you identify within yourself. Yet, to truly exploit this potential, we must make a change. If you want assistance in making this change, I developed a 90-day program which incorporates fitness, mindset development, and coaching for myself along the way. The link is down in the description, and with that, I'll see you in the next video.